Alrighty, hello everyone. Welcome to the Raidcore Southeast Asian Invitational League Grand Final. This is game 3 of a best of 5 between First Departure and Mineski. Thank you, of course, to Raidcore for sponsoring this tournament. Shout out to dartbet.net, esports betting, and thanks to Dodo Talk for very kindly allowing me and Pimpmuckl to cast this.
Hey, what's up? So, well, we just saw an insane game. We just got out of it, so I'm still pretty pumped here. And oh, look at Mineski just banning out the Nyx Assassin. They don't want to deal with it again. And this this 4-core strategy actually worked out pretty great, I have to say. And well, maybe they just don't feel like playing against something like this again.
Yeah, I can definitely understand that. For those who missed the last game, it was an incredibly even game. First Departure actually going for a Storm Spirit in the jungle. They had a Nyx Assassin in the mid being played by Lubby, who normally plays support for them, as well as off lane and easy laner core. So they had a quad core lineup, and it worked out pretty good, but it was a very back and forth game. I mean, either team could have won, but First Departure took it, so at the moment 2-0 in favour of First Departure. I think First Departure, well, Mineski, sorry, they've got the first pick. I think they're etching towards getting an Alchemist first pick. Mirana was ignored last game, so I think Jules in his Mirana phase is over now, but no, Alchemist is never getting through. Never. I haven't seen Alchemist be in a competitive game for weeks now. He's just banned every single time.
I saw him played by Notail, I think. Yeah, he was for sure played in D12, and yeah, I don't know, like that was... What? What did I do? Oh wait, whatever. Well, he was just so incredibly good. He roamed around the map, he did stuff, he did kills all around, he farmed up, he got a Midas, and he just killed everyone pretty much. And he's just so incredibly strong in these early stages of the game. His stun has got like, what, 1,000 range at least? It feels like something. And just minus armor is so insane, and it's AoE, and he can farm, and he can get a farm up as support. It's just, I don't know, the hero is so strong as a support, and we're gonna see a Shadow Demon first pick by Mineski, so not too surprising. Although at the same time it's, well, I don't know, it's not your standard first pick. Visage still in the pool, the offlaners are still in the pool, so gonna see how that goes.
Yeah, I find this Shadow Demon first pick very, very interesting. First Departure do enjoy the Shadow Demon, and he is a very popular pick in the Singaporean scene, similar to the Nyx Assassin, who is usually first picked or first banned within the Singaporean scene, but it's quite interesting that Mineski would first pick it. And, I mean, this leaves Clockwork, Timbersaw in the pool, Bristleback for those really strong offlaners, you know, maybe Enchantress, who we've also seen becoming increasingly more popular within the Southeast Asian scene. She's also just right there open in the pool. First of all, she's going to pick up that Clockwork. Hana is a very, very strong Clockwork player. And Storm Spirit again. Chibi 9-0 on his Storm Spirit. Is this going to be the game they make it 10-0 Storm Spirit for Chibi?
That would be insane. And we're gonna see how he lanes it. Because, well, so far Clockwork is such a strong offlane, he can pretty much hold his own on, well, any lane, pretty much. You can, of course, harass him out or something, but he'll always get experience just with his creep equilibrium block stuff from the cogs, and, well... So this could be the making of a quad core yet again, and we also have to keep in mind, I think it was First Departure who actually invented the clock, I mean, not clock, I mean the quad core with the Nikes thingy, I mean, where there was a 4-position Nikes. And yeah, so maybe we're gonna see some of this stuff again, and I wouldn't be too surprised. Let's see what Mineski's gonna pick, if they're gonna try to punish it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm honestly hoping for Jay to go into the mid lane this game. He, I think, is going to be the better mid laner than Jules. No offense to Jules, but Jules' last game was a little bit lackluster. He just got picked off and killed way too many times, and that's not what you want to see from a mid laner. You want to be able to have that mid laner snowball forward, which is typically Mineski's style. Is just, you know, the mid is a tempo controller, someone that can make the big plays after they hit level 6 and, you know, carry their team forward while someone farms up as a core, which is, you know, it's very typical for Mineski. Usually Jules is AFK farming, but since Mineski apparently switching it around and seeing what works and what doesn't work for them, you know, maybe we won't see Jay in the mid lane. But they're obviously thinking really hard about this next pickup. Are they going to go for something to control the mid lane? Maybe something like a Puck being picked up now, just to shut that Storm Spirit down. We could see Invoker. I could be wrong. Pinoys, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Jay plays a strong Invoker, so maybe Invoker to go shut down that Storm Spirit, or Mirana.
So she's not completely forgotten.
No, I guess not.
But well, the thing is, Shadow Demon Mirana is incredible. Like, let's
Yeah,
face
it's a very
it.
nice combo.
Also, if the Clockwork ever hooks in, and you can just get an easy arrow onto the Clockwork if you actually want to like stop him from doing anything after the Cogs, which is pretty cool, I have to say. And well, the Storm Spirit also, like if he zips in and he doesn't have that much of mana, let's say until the later mid stages, he's gonna stand there at one point and just try to get his combination of like the Vortex and the Remnant and all that stuff. So you can get a pretty nice arrow there as well. So I'm liking the pick so far. And of course she can do pretty much whatever she wants. She can be 1, she can be 2, she can be whatever, like
3, 4,
3 or
5.
4. Well, maybe not 5, but everything else, yeah, sure. And wow, Bristleback being banned out.
Well, Jesse Vash did do a really nice job last game. I mean, unfortunately, Lifestealer versus Bristleback is a little bit tough. But First Departure do have the next pick now, so maybe they want to pick up something, you know, the ban out something that counters whatever hero they want to go for. Maybe they want to pick up a Rubik. Rubik is a very nice support. And banning out a Doom. Well, I can understand that, definitely. Doom does counter the Storm Spirit very well with that, well, Doom itself. Plus, Doom has been entering into the competitive metagame recently, but First Departure, I feel like they really need supports at this point in the draft. They've got 2 cores, 2 out of 3 are picked up already, or 4 maybe for First Departure, but...
Oh wow.
What? Wisp? Is this going to be a Miracle Wisp?
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. I mean, he's famous for his Wisp, and maybe First Departure's like, well, alright guys, we're gonna show you how to play Wisp, and if it's gonna be a Miracle Wisp, we are in for a treat. This guy, man, he has like the biggest plays ever on Wisp, and I'm not too sure how you're gonna lane it so far. I mean, if you're gonna pick up something for the Wisp, or if you're just gonna go with the Storm Spirit, which is maybe not the best, let's say, ganking duo, but still it's a reasonably good ganking duo. So we're gonna see how that goes. Mineski are now picking up something, and what I already like about Mineski draft against the Wisp is the Shadow Demon, and well, you can just pretty much disrupt the target who you're actually going onto. So that's something, and wow, Leshrac, so just all-out aggression. I wouldn't be too surprised to see an aggressive trial lane going against the Wisp and completely shut him down in the early laning stages.
Yeah, I think that's going to be best for Mineski. I mean, Shadow Demon followed up by Leshrac Stun and Marana Arrow. Wisp is going to get nothing from that. And, I mean, that is the problem with Wisp, is that he's very easy to shut down, or you can go very greedy and aggressive against him. But an Enchantress pick up as well. Well, nothing too surprising there. First Departure now do have room to pick up a decently hard carry. I feel like a Tiny would fit in well into their lineup at the moment because they do need the stun. But Tiny also is susceptible to getting, well, killed, I suppose, by the Shadow Demon Marana Leshrac combo, so maybe they're going to be more comfortable on First Departure side if they take a range carry. Luna also could go quite well. Otherwise, maybe they don't want to carry at all. Maybe they're just going to go all out ganking aggression. Picking up something that can combo with the Wisp but isn't necessarily forced into the carry role. I don't know, maybe PA or something. I mean, PA obviously is a carry, but she's I would say she does a lot better if she does aggressive early game rather than... Well, what is this from Mineski? I'm so confused by this draft.
This is such a 6-7-8 draft with the Daxia. I don't know, he was such a super popular pick in pretty much all scenes, and then he just fell off pretty much. Vacuum changes again, like every patch you're gonna nerf the vacuum if you're Ice Rock, and well, you're just gonna do it right. And well, we're gonna see how he goes. We didn't see like nothing from a Daxia. He was still played a bit as a like standout offlane and like a tier 2, tier 3 pick. But still, this is very interesting to say the least. There's still a Timbersaw in the pool, but as you said, Jesse Vesh doesn't like its Timbersaw, so maybe we're just gonna see a Daxia completely destroying everything with big walls and stuff. So, but it's hard against the Storm Spirit and a Clockwork. They're not like grouping up at all. And the Dragon Knight again, so we're not gonna see a Tiny or a CK or a Morphling.
I have to say, though, I do like Mineski's... Sorry. Well, there's the Invoker!
Wow.
Is this J Invoker? Hell yes. Hell yes. Alright. Excitement. Well, I mean, the thing about the Darkseer as well as the Shadow Demon is those are 2 heroes that says, you pick a hard carry, and I will just give you 3 illusions that will make you self-destruct. Because Oa with the Shadow Demon, that's 120% damage going back onto you. Jesse Vash, what is it, 70% or something? 70...
Yeah,
70% level 1, 90...
Wow.
Yeah. So that's also insane. A whole bunch of damage. But First Departure, they haven't picked any hardcore DPS heroes. The biggest DPS, I'm going to say, just physical DPS, is going to be for the Enchantress, the Impetus. But that doesn't get replicated. So I feel like Mineski were really pinning all of their hopes on First Apache picking up a hard carry, but it didn't really work out. But hey, we get to see Jay Invoker, so this is going to be amazing.
Thing is,
Jay
you have to keep
Invoker
in
is always
mind,
worth a watch.
if they ever catch someone out, it's gonna be Shadow Demon Disruption into Leshrac Stun into Arrow and a Sunstrike. That's, well, just death. Point. Period. You're just gonna die. If you are getting catched out and the stun combinations are actually like good, what you gonna do on the side of First Departure? So maybe the Storm Spirit can do something, but this cast animation on the Ball Lightning is so long if you're having a great Mirana player on the other team, and I don't know, you can bring down pretty much everyone. Even the Dragonite is gonna be in a hell of a lot of troubles. Well, looks like Departure guys are AFK for the time being. They didn't pick. Oh yeah,
Alrighty.
Jules Mirana is pretty much the stuff of legends.
Every single game.
What
He
was
goes
Phase
boots into Midas, Midas into Lincoln Sphere into Yasha, Yasha into Desolator, Desolator into Manta, and by that point the game's usually over because it's about 70 minutes in and he's just been AFK farming the whole time. I wonder if he's going to do the same build again. But it's good to see Mineski sticking to stuff they know, at least for this potentially last game, I suppose.
Well, the thing is, it worked, so we can't really, like, judge him for that. It's pretty good build, I have to say. It's kind of defensive in these early stages. You can just go and split push all day long. You can pretty much, yeah, well, just red Dota it up. And if you have a team like this who can kind of defend the towers and stuff, it's alright. I'm digging it. So, how are they gonna lane this? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Jesse Vash is gonna go in the hard lane and not easy lane. Although they could very well just go aggressive try-lane. We're gonna see how it goes. What is your call on the lanes?
I'm thinking for both teams should be pretty standard. Aggressive trailing coming out from Mineski. I mean, I would think, from Mineski's lineup, you know, Shadow Demon, Leshrac, Mirana, that is an aggressive trialing. They could run that as aggressive very, very easily, especially because it's just going to be a solo Dragon Knight. They should be good to shut him down. But then again, Jules normally doesn't run in aggressive tri-lanes. Normally Jules plays a solo farmer, so you know what would be best and what Mineski might do is possibly going to be clashing. But I think if Mineski ran an aggressive tri-lane, they should be winning 3 out of 3 lanes. I didn't know that. Pimpmuckl.
Alright, cool. So it looks like there's just a minor pause here. We have nothing from the team so far. Like, what's going on? Because if you ever want to tell the casters what's actually going on, that would be outrageous. Who would do that? So Exalt actually being picked up by Jay, so he's gonna have a lot of damage to last hit in the lane, but he's not gonna have the regeneration, and well, that's the big issue with Invoker. You're on 40 damage. I mean, look at that, 37 to 43 damage. He's gonna have 3 Exalt instances, so he's gonna be on 49, which is cool, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna still get pooled a lot, and most likely just a Talisman of Evasion.
Yes, I am quite curious to see what build Miracle goes for. If he's going to go for, you know, a Shadow Blade, a Blink Dagger, a BKB. Since Miracle is known for, I suppose, playing heroes a bit away from the norm, would be my way to put it. So, I mean, maybe he's just going to go for a standard Dragon Knight build, you know. Hana's got problems. There you go, that's why they're pausing. You know, maybe he's going to go for the standard Dragon Knight build, you know, treads, possibly a Soul Ring since he's laning, but it could be a bottle pickup. Followed up by BKB, AC, blah blah blah. Or maybe since they don't have a carry really, we're going to be seeing this Dragon Knight go for more DPS type items. Maybe Sanjin Yasha, possibly Heaven's Halberd is another, maybe if he's going to be a bit more of a tanky DPS, or maybe just going for a damage item, you know, MKB or a Desolator or something. Not Desolator, sorry, a Daedalus. I've seen Daedalus on Dragon Knight and it's amazing because it's like a splash crit. And it's like if anyone gets grouped up, it's like boom, you just died. And especially when you've got a Clockwork on your side, if you can combo that well, maybe Clockwork catching 2 or 3 heroes with, you know, a really nice crit from the Elder Dragon form, that's just like boom, headshot, 3 heroes like down to half health or dead.
Yeah, it feels like a Kunkka. It's not that big of a, like, oh my god, look at my crits thing, but still it's on the Dragon Knight, it's pretty cool, I have to say. So yeah, I don't know. But the thing is with the Dragon Knight, he's gonna be very tanky. He's gonna go the BKB route most likely, and maybe Shadow Blade and stuff. But then he lacks a bit of damage, so for these early stages he's gonna be pretty reliant on his Breathe Fire. It's 300 damage in AoE. It doesn't have pretty much, well, 12 seconds cooldown is not long at all, and well, gonna see how that goes. Although I'm pretty pumped if he ever gets like this one position style farm up, like he kinda uses to. It's miracle playing we have to keep in mind, and of course Chibi should be handling the mid lane. Well, here we go. Game started.
Alrighty. On the side of First Departure, then we've got Chibi playing the Storm Spirit into the mid lane. We have got Clockwork being played by Hana in the off lane. Kai is going to be playing that Enchantress in the jungle. Lubby is going to be on that Wisp, and Miracle on that Dragon Knight.
Oh, he's looking fancy. Alright, so on the side of Mineski handling the mid lane, we have the J Invoker. Pretty cool stuff, cool stuff. Oa, of course, on the Shadow Demon, setting up the kill chain for his Trinan being handled by G on the Leshrac, as well as Jules on his signature Mirana. Which leaves, of course, Jesse Vash on the offlane Daxia.
So they are going to be running just a passive tri-lane, which... Well, I guess the thing about running a passive tri-lane is that it does give room for the supports to rotate and gank mid, but I don't know, I feel like the tri-lane is just going to outclass First Departures. Like, straight off the bat. What can... Well, actually, is Chibi going? No, it must be Chibi. It has to be Chibi in the mid. But regardless, I mean, the tri-lane just outclasses, and given that it's a Mirana, if the supports did want to, you know, make a smoke gank and rotate down here to shut down that Storm Spirit in the mid lane, they could do it. Mirana can solo. She's not, you know, a Phantom Lancer where if you run an aggressive tri-lane with him, you have to sit there and babysit him the whole time. They easily could just rotate around, but, I mean, maybe Mineski are just going to be putting all of their eggs into the Jules basket and hoping that Bimboka, you know, does his best in the mid lane and won't need any support.
Oh wow, maybe we see some first blood attempts here. Big arrow onto silence. He's eating the arrow. Is there some more stuff? Still half duration on the stun. Big block. Owa tried to block him with the illusions, and well, looks like silence is actually pretty okay for the time being. But he's forced to pop himself right now, and Owa is still. Look at the guy. Now he's popping his regeneration rune and is going back to the lane. So, well, that was cool.
That was a lucky little rune there and a nice arrow. Throwing out another random arrow, why not? But still, I mean, now Hana I think is going to have a lot of difficulty with this lane. He didn't pick up a skill there, so we'll be able to get those cogs and do some potential blocking if he wants. He is looks like he's going to be going in for that. Man, what a perfect block! No.
Oh.
He would have. That would have been.
He should have eaten the tree here. Oh, so close. Well, never mind.
Yeah, he should have eaten that tree. But then I think next time it would have been harder for him to do it because he would have had to get it the same. But man, that would have been perfect. That would have been like almost the whole creep wave blocked. Oh well, failure.
It's always a gamble how many creeps actually walk into this corner there. But still, it should have been like, well, let's say 3 at least, yeah, for sure. Alright, so in the meantime though, Chibi just doing work. He's on 6 for 1 against 3 for 0 onto Jay's Invoker. I mean, it's kind of expected because Invoker actually did not get pulled, so that's kind of big, I would say. Usually you see him picking up like a lot of pulling just in general, and well, good thing is he's got his Cold Snap, he's got the Sunstrike to help out on the other lanes, and if he ever gets a level 4 up with a level 2 and Exort, it's still gonna be like a lot of damage.
If he ever gets to level 4. We'll have to see. And for those who are asking about the pings, they're on about 150 to 200. It's the same ping. I think everyone from Philippines is gonna lag no matter what. Because of terrible internet. But anyway, the blocking has begun. Jules' farm is going to get slowed down just a little bit on the spot lane. Chibi?
Oh, Owa is now here. He smoked in, and well, Leshrac is just behind him, but it's not enough. They're not fast enough to catch up. 295 movement speed on the Shadow Demon, as well as the Storm Spirit is actually not enough to just catch up, and well, Chibi's fine for the time being. But this does give a couple of seconds of free farm to Jay in the mid lane, which is always well appreciated. And plus now he can start to play very, very aggressively. He's just going to, you know, see Layla down, like cold snap onto him, auto attack him a couple of times, and he hasn't got, he has got the Sunstrike. No, so Jay, what was that? Oh well, Sunstrike miss. Well, that was close, but still, Stormspirit just holding his ground there. He's trying to bottle cure up, just 1 charge left in the bottle, so the cure actually is quite fast on his way. And well, in just a few seconds they can upgrade it to a flying cure, and then they should be kind of fine. Although Jay has actually picked up his Bazzi ring, oh, and should be maybe in a bit of trouble again. Wow, he's taken a lot of damage, and this is very well be the first blood. Yes, just no support needed. Wow.
Well, Miracle called it.
Wow. It
Is this
really
seriously the
felt
second?
like a DC. Like seriously, that felt like a DC. He didn't move.
He just stood
I
there and
don't know.
took it. That is the second game in a row with Chibi mid Storm Spirit, and he dies the first blood because of DCs or lag.
Hmm. It's so hard. Seriously.
Yeah. Oh well, unfortunate there for Chibi losing that first blood, and that is actually going to be quite hard for him because while level wise he is even at the moment to Jay. I mean, Jay's got a little bit more experience from that kill, but not that much. This does mean that Jay is going to be able to farm up now. He should have face boots, or if he's going for a Midas, he'll have that Midas up very, very soon. With that extra gold, since he did get the last hit on the first blood. Yes, he did. And Chibi's going to come back to this lane to an Invoker. He's going to be harassing him with the Cold Snap, obviously followed up by the Sunstrike. You can hit it. And before Chibi hits level 6, he's going to have to be dodging. So, you know, if you land a Sunstrike, if you plant the Sunstrike here, Chibi's standing here, he can either walk back into it, or he can stand there and just tank the auto attacks while you've got, you know, not triple Quas, triple Exort with Cold Snap on you. So either way, Chibi's going to be taking massive amounts of damage and constantly using the courier. This also means, of course, that Miracle is going to be unable to use a courier to pick up a Midas if he's going for that, or, you know, he's only going to be able to go to the side shop. So basically, losing that first blood is actually really bad news bears for first departure of Chibi especially.
But well, on the top lane now, Jessivesh getting initiated. A big stun coming out from Miracle. Great body block actually, and wow, Jessivesh is forced to go into the jungle. He's now getting search up. Oh, the stun just narrowly missing there. Very close one there. Big enchantment going his way. He does have actually boots, so another stun here from Miracle. Now there's the Wisp Tether. Big stun now from the Enchantress, and Kai should be good to pick up the kill. Looks like, yep, it's gonna be Miracle actually picking up the kill with a Dragon Fire, with a Breathe Fire, and yeah, so this is a 1-for-1 exchange right now, which is kinda good. And, well, kills on the Tron are also pretty huge because Lobby's on the Wisp, and as you're a Wisp, you kinda need the levels, and you need it bad.
Yeah, you definitely do. I mean, there's no real way that Lobby can have of any relevance in the game if he doesn't hit level 6 recently. Decently fast, I suppose. But getting those kills is going to be ideal for that, especially if Enchantress does make some rotations. Darkseer is good at defending, but not until he hits level 7 or so and he gets up to the Soul Ring. So we can see Jessivesh now rotating to the jungle, which I think is going to be the best decision for him. He really needs those levels, and he needs that Soul Ring so he can just throw out the Iron Shell constantly. Because otherwise, I can imagine, as soon as they hit level 6 on this Dragon Knight, level 6 Dragon Knight plus an Enchantress from the jungle, and there's going to be a tower going down.
Oh,
I
now
mean,
ours
they're
being
going to be
searched
able to get the
up.
tower really.
Mid lane, Chibi is now in a lot of trouble. Wow, very nice stuff here. Big Sunstrike now in the face of Chibi. He's gonna get brought down here. 3 guys in the mid lane. Even a rocket from the Clockwork just trying to scare them off, but not helping out his buddy at all. And Chibi, well, he's having a lot of trouble in this mid lane, and this is exactly what you're looking for if you're a Jay. Just getting the head start on the Invoker, and then you can like take over the mid game and just do your work.
Yeah, definitely. And this top tower looks like they are going to go for a push. No level 6 on the Dragon Knight, but hey, they seem content to do it now anyway. Big creep wave coming. Dragon Knight just auto-attacking it. Using the Tornado.
Oh wow.
Ooh. Alrighty. Yeah, using the Tornado just to harass back Jessivesh. And it looks like this tower could be going down. It'd be a lot easier, of course, if Dragon Knight was level 6, but at the same time, there's going to be a push on the bot lane, and the towers are actually pushing at the same rate. Hana doing what he can, using that rocket to just defend a little bit, but if Hana gets caught out, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. Owe is going to be walking in there. Hana is stuck in the bushes. He's got 2 tangos. Is he going to bite his way out? Oh,
Nice.
nice little juke spot there. He will make it out okay. But it's going to be a tower trade for a tower trade. Owe just pushes so fast with that diabolic damage,
Oh,
unless he...
Oh, Jessivesh nearly got the deny off, just one more hit, and well, Jules missing the last hit on the tower as well, so not the best of there, and looks like Miracle still doesn't care. Look at this. This guy, man, he's just farming away, and he doesn't care at all if there's gonna be an Iron Shell creep. He just takes him down right away. He's got the regeneration from the Dragon Blood up, and well, he's gonna be fine. Also, guys, please let us know if the Dota TV audio cuts out again. We have to like on and off it again just to fix it up. It's a bug, we can't do anything, and we don't know if it actually fixes it or not, so you just have to let us know.
Yeah, and Midas actually, I don't know if you noticed that, but Midas picked up now by Jay. So that was a 5.5 minute Midas, which is going to be quite significant in terms of keeping his experience and levels ahead. However, the one big thing is Storm Spirit is now level 6, so honestly, in a 1v1 situation, Storm Spirit should be able to go in and kill this Invoker. So Jay is going to have to watch out because he's got no items. He doesn't even have boots at this point. They're sitting at the base.
Good thing
So
is...
he has to play defensive, I suppose.
Yeah, well, he was just waiting behind him. He expected to zip in, because Invoker is playing kind of with fire right now. He's trying to bait out Chibi. He's not on Quas, he's not... Well, now he is, because his mate actually just went away. Oh, where's Hana? Oh, never mind. Well, Oa was lurking here, and could have just gone on Hana, but now he's fine for the time being. Hana's back to base, and everyone's just farming up again.
Well, that's what you'd expect. Most interested I am. No. He would never skip Midas. Don't even joke. I've watched Jules do the same Potom build for around about 700 games in a row. If he changes it up, I think I'd just have a heart attack and die. So, please, nobody pay him to change it up.
Alright, so now mid lane. Now here's the dip in, which is exactly what you said. Chibi now getting disrupted though, and Jay, he's netted up, and a big sunstrike onto Chibi's head. No, he's actually zipping away. Big stuff there, but a cold snap, and he's completely out of mana. They could try to chase this, but it would have been very risky now. This is exactly what we meant, like, so much stuff going in this mid lane, and, well, Jesse Bash as well as Cheetahs, they're supporting Jay so hard on this mid lane. Whenever he getting initiated, well, everyone is there and just trying to bail him out, and... Well, it's gonna be 2 guys in the mid from Departure, and pretty much 3 all the time from Mineski, so they're sacrificing top lane pretty hard, but, well, it's gonna be a level 7 Dragon Knight now, pushing away at the tower quite soonish.
Yeah, it looks like they want to go in for this mid lane. I mean, level 7 Dragon Knight, like you said, he's got his ultimate up, it's not on cooldown, and if Enchantress gets a couple of creeps up, or even just 1 creep up, they can push this tower. Chibi is still just bottle crowing, but it looks like a 5-man rotation in mid lane. First Departure are ready to make a play now. And at least force Mineski to do something. They probably have noticed that Jay has gone for that just straight Midas, so his defensive abilities aren't that good. He needs a couple more minutes, maybe at the 15-minute mark he'll become a little bit more scary, but at this point, I don't know, he's just cold snap.
Arrow,
Anyway,
arrow into Chibi.
Oh, right at Chibi's head. Sunstrike coming out. Sunstrike going to land on Chibi. Chibi is going down. What an arrow. They're trying to get the last hit on the tower, but Deny is going to come out. Now Disruption right onto Miracle's head. Silence is going in. Cog's not going to be hit onto anyone. And Miracle taking massive damage, but they're all juking into the trees. He can't catch sight of them. Miracle is on the run. He's going to be going down as well. Jay is just juking around at the back too. Jules is diving, but he's completely out of mana, so I think he's going to back out now, but wow. What jukes? Those 2 supports were just running around in these trees here, not giving any vision, and Miracle just a huge overextend.
Wow, I didn't expect that at all. They looked so strong, especially as you said with Jay's Midas pickup, but somehow they turned it around, and well, just great rotation from pretty much everyone on the side of first Departure as well as Mineski, let's face it. Everyone was there and trying to battle down on this mid tower, and yes, the tower got taken down, but it got denied by the Lashrak, so it's kind of a win for Mineski, let's be honest. And well, of course, Merkel went down there, and this is pretty huge. He's 1 for 1 now. He's farming away quite nicely. He's on 44 CS, but well, Mirana is way ahead on 65.
Yeah, it's a really nice farm on Jules at this point, and ha! Look at his inventory. I won't die, people. I won't do it. You can't make me.
What a shocker. Picking up a Midas, wow. After face boots, wow. So much impressed. Many item build, wow. Alright, so enough of that. Well, Chibi still trying to hold on to this mid tower. Finally, there's going to be double Forge Spirit up, so it's going to be a level 9 Invoker. Yes, this is exactly what he's going to be. 4-0 for his skill build. Pretty standard so far for an Exort Invoker. Sometimes we're gonna see 1 level in Wax picked up just to get his Ghost Walk up. But for now he didn't really need it. He's 1 for 0 for 3, so he's pretty much good to go. And he's going very aggressive into the jungle. They're now revealing the smoke. Lobby knows what's up. Miracle knows what's up. And, well, Jay just casually walking away.
Well, he's almost got that 4 stuff up. Indeed, he does have his 4 stuff done, so nice mobility onto him. And with that 4 stuff, he will be able to run around, but there is a nice big juicy smoke gang coming after him. 4 heroes smoked up. Looks like the bait is going to be Dragon Knight. Oh, Jay, you got to back out now, honey. Run, Jay. But he's going to get rocketed up. They know where he is. Hookshot could be going off at any point. He picks up the 4 stuff just at that exact second. He will force stuff out of the way. But there's nobody there to help him. He's all alone. He doesn't have Wex, but he's going to make it out from that Moonlight Shadow even being popped. Oh, my.
It was not only ultra close, there was great call from, well, Jules pretty much just getting up his ultimate, and wow, they could have chased it so hard, but then Storm Spirit would have been out of mana. But well, Chibi's just back up right now, and maybe Jay is now in a bit of trouble. He's pretty much overestimating his welcome here, and Miracle is farming the stack up, so he's not on full HP, but still, I'm not too sure if Jay should stay here, seriously.
I don't think he should, but he just doesn't care. There's 5 heroes missing from the map. Not 1, not 2, but 5.
Now he knows.
He's getting rocketed up. Oh, he's taking a lot of damage, but no, with that 4 staff, and now he's got up Wex too, so they're going to have to start carrying around. Oh, they've got Dust, so that's fine. So, ignore what I said. But, yeah, I mean, Jay is actually being a fantastic distraction. There were 5 heroes sitting top for a good 2 minutes, which means Jules just got 2 minutes of free farm. We can see he's got his Midas up now and another 500 gold. He was sitting on 100 with the Midas recipe last I saw, which was around about 2 minutes ago, so Jay just being distraction at the century.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and of course, well, Jesse Bash is well on his way to the mech. He's got all the recipes in the world he needs, and now he's got a mech recipe also, so he's gotta have it finished pretty soon, and well, double Midas, mech is picked up by Jesse Bash, so Mineski is actually looking quite good in this game. Looking at the gold, they're up 4k, oh, this is actually quite a bit in this stage, and of course, around 5k experience. Experience is kinda standard with a double Midas, and gold is still, like, of course it's gonna be the way of Mineski, but not that hard, so... Those early team fights, it's gonna be, I mean, it's 4-1 on the board, so this is exactly what they're looking for. And well, looking at the top farmers in the game, actually, it's all Mineski except for Miracle, who's trying to like CS away here.
Yeah, Miracle is doing what he can, and in terms of farm, he's doing alright. He's going to have that Shadow Blade up, so it looks like he's going for a fairly standard initiation type build, which is nothing really to be surprised at. I do like how Mineski have watered out the Ancient stack here, so they can't stack it anymore, and that will be quite handy. And we can see them now smoking up, heading towards that mid lane. Oh, Kai is all alone here. 4 heroes in the mid, but Kai's going to be backing out. They don't have vision of him, so he should be okay. Jay, meanwhile, on the top lane, maybe they're intending on targeting him. Kai is actually thinking they're in the jungle, but they're not. They're waiting behind the tower. Jules will be revealed, and they're just going to take this tower down quite easily. Jules getting the last hit there, so Lincoln's should be pretty close, not too far away.
Jay is so annoying with his forward spirits, and he may be just going to try and kill Miracle. Here we go.
Oh my god.
Oh, and he's going to get the kill here. One more hit. Wow,
Oh,
2 HP stop. Wow, gets him. 2 versus 1, and he gets the kill. And now Lubby is in a bit of a trouble. There's going to be a 4-man train. No, 3 of course. What am I saying? Of course Jules is not with him. And Jesse Bash, big vacuum. Oh, Lubby. Lubby, you are so dead, mister. Poor guy.
I love you. Aww. Man,
wow.
Jay Boca.
Jay, what the hell, man? He's making the plays.
That was really well played by him. I am very impressed. Jules on the bottom lane now with the DD rune. If he can get an arrow on Chibi... Oh, actually, no, he probably shouldn't go in on that. But he's invisible. He's going to be revealing himself now. And oh, he could be going down. There's 2 heroes ready to jump onto his fine behind. In fact, there goes one. He leaps out of the way. He needs to throw an arrow right now. In fact, he will land an arrow onto Silence. He's still got that double damage rune up. And now O is coming in. We'll get the purge off. Silence is going to be going down. Last hit going the way of Jules. Jules now still stuck in the bushes. But Chibi, he should make it out okay.
Yeah. And if you're losing Hana for attempted gank, it's not the biggest of deals, but I don't know if you want to actually like give Jules more. He's got his Perseverance up, well, he's got his Hand of Midas, and it's now actually on cooldown, so this is hurting him a little bit, because he can't leap out of the ways. Now he can, finally, and he can go back to farming, because, well, that's what he does.
Yep.
I mean, Jules, what do you expect?
For those who don't watch us cast normally, for those who are just here for this grand final, we love Jules, sorry, don't get us wrong. We just give him a lot of crap, and he's okay with it. I've talked to him about it. But he just farms so much. Anyway,
Arrow.
Not anyone. He really will just AFK farm. There'll be like a team fight right here, and he'll be like, no guys, creeps.
And a tower, delicious tower, hello. Guys, you can't fight, there's a tower, there's 500 gold, here, right, guys! No, this is pretty much what Jules does, and also he's missing a lot of arrows onto the Roshan, which is also very funny. Now we see finally some initiation here. I hear Clockwork, but somehow, some way, there's no one here. Wisp TP now in the face of pretty much everyone. Jules is, what a nice vacuum into the wall. I think the Clockwork Hawks are actually helping them more than they... Whoa, what the hell? Everyone is dying. Lubby now, gonna take everyone with him back. Kai... Ooh, Kai's gonna die. Now he's actually healing himself up. Urn versus Urn, and now he's going down. There was the last tick of the Urn for G, and he's taken 1 fall there. And, well, big tower. What the hell happened to Jules? Oh, he bought back. I was like, how did he not die? He was cornered by 5 guys vacuumed in. And I just wanted to say, those Clockwork Hawks were actually helping out Mineski a lot. There was such a great wall into Vec, so it's hard.
They hit an arrow on Roshan. They hit an arrow on Roshan.
Thank God I didn't see that, otherwise my internet would have exploded. Alright, but everyone is back up, so maybe they want to make a play out of this. They don't have the most DPS right now. They need G to get his edict up. Yeah, and they know they're just falling back right now.
Yeah, they can't really commit to a Roshan at this point, especially with Jesse Vash not with them and with the wall on cooldown. But Jesse Vash, I'm wondering what his next item is going to be. He could pick up maybe a Blink Dagger just to have extra initiation power. Otherwise, maybe going for just a straight Hex is also a viable option. He could go for a Shiva's Guard if he wants to help the team out with that delicious nuking as well as more tanking. I mean, at the moment, it looks like Jesse Vash is going to be the primary tank for his team, but if he's going to be also the main initiation power, we're going to find out. But he's picking up a 4-staff, so more initiation items.
Yeah, it's alright. I mean, 4-staff is cool. It's pretty versatile, and you can, of course, just pretty much counter out the clockwork this way. You can either just, well, force him out into your whole team, which is pretty cool, or you're just gonna go and, well, 4-staff out anyone caught in the cogs, so that's pretty good stuff here. And, I mean, everyone except for the Mirana can't, like, leap out or anything, and so you don't really need to help out the Mirana, but everyone else on your team just profits so much from a 4-staff onto your own team. And oh well, Mineski just farming away. He's got a Shadow Blade up, and I think he had it last fight as well, and he's well on his way to the BKB, but they need it desperately for him. He just got dropped so hard in the team fights, and, well, 15 seconds wasn't that much of time to bring everyone down, and he was just brought back by Lobby.
Yes, he was. I have nothing more to add to that. Other than Mineski now going for a BKB, which is going to be really handy for those team fights. Lobby, he just has nothing. I really feel it'd be worth if, they gave a bit more farm to Lobby, because he's at the point where he's got Tranquil Boots, a Soul Ring. That's it. And that means in team fights, he's going to die purely from the AoE. Nobody needs to actually actively target him. He's just so squishy and, 5 armor with the Bazzi Ring aura next to him. He's so easy to pick off. And really, you want a Wisp to be able to stand in that team fight and do some damage by, buffing other heroes to do damage, or even just the spirits. They're quite nice too. Plus, if Lobby's going to be saving people by bringing them out of the team fights, he needs to be able to survive through a team fight before he can take anyone out. So, on the whole, I feel like it'd be nice if First Apache could afford a little bit more farm for Lobby, but, I mean, it looks very strongly like they're not going to be able to. Mineski is a very greedy farmer. He wants to take everything from his team, similar to Jules, but usually somehow Owa and, it's usually J playing support, but in this case, G do find at least a little bit of farm. And, I mean, you can see in terms of net worth, the supports from Mineski are, streets ahead of everyone on First Apache, even the Clockwork.
Oh, in the mid lane. Well, Chibi just zips in, he wants to take a kill right there. Big disruption. And maybe, great Clockwork Cogs, and, well, somehow, some way, is still alive. Another hit onto him, he would have died. No, he's actually still fine. Oh, no, offensive Urn's gonna take him down, 6 HP, and he's dead. So at least they got one kill.
I don't know why G didn't. G could have earned him and saved his life. G was like, nah, you'll be right. Nah, you'll be right, mate.
Right.
Oh, no, he's dead.
Oh, did have any vision?
Well, Lobby's just sitting in the bushes there. Jesse Vash is going to scout Lobby out. Lobby is just... he managed to tether away, but... TP goes out. No, Lobby, what are you doing? Why don't you relocate him back to base? Oh, well, Miracle's going down there, and Lobby's going down too. That's 3 down there for the side of First Departure.
I think Mineski is now a bit mad. Lobby just...
Yeah.
He sold him so hard. It was like, yeah, guys, go take the Dragon Knight right there. I'm just a Wisp, and, well, they both died, so... But now bottom lane, looks like Jay wants to make a play. He's got a scythe up.
Hex.
Wow. He's
20-minute Hex. Yeah, he is crazy farmed. He's out farming Jules. So that's definitely something. And Jules now picking up the Lincoln Sphere too. So 13-3, 12,000 in fact gold lead, 12,000 experience lead. Mineski are not repeating the mistakes of past games. This game, I feel like they're not going to let this fall out of their hands.
Oh, absolutely not. And now Chibi is actually dropping quite low. Here's the Hex!
Oh my
just
God.
Great damage. A Meteor just to finish off the deal. And now another disruption. Jesse Vash versus 4-staff right over the ledge. Mr. Silence, aka Hana, he's now getting just vacuumed back, and he's dead. There's nothing to be done there. Just 2 guys down on the side of Departure. And Mineski, they're looking strong. And after this game 1, they really needed a win there. I mean, if they would have lost this, game would have been over. And the whole series with that. So it's great that they're actually coming back. So we maybe see some more games today.
Yeah, I have to say, in series like this where one team already has a 1-up advantage, I like it when both teams get a win or 2. Because it does mean the games go on for a bit longer. But, geez, wow. Mineski are really just on point. I don't really know how else to describe it. I mean, Jules wasn't in that team fight, but even if he was, I don't think they could have gotten any more kills. Stormspirit now has the Hex up, but at the same time, Jules has got... Wow. That's impressive. Yeah, so Jules has got his Lincoln Sphere though, so while Jules is going to be split pushing, it can't just be Chibi now picking him off, because Chibi, well, if Chibi Ruffle Balls in, silences him, Silence is going to break the Lincoln Sphere and then he can pull him in, but then afterwards Jules can just TP out, and vice versa. If he's Ruffle Balls in and pulls him in and then silences him, he can just TP out either way. So Jesse Vash is just blocking his own camp there. But no matter what, it's going to be requiring at least, you know, 2 heroes to pick off Jules at this point. It can't just be Storm Spirit. So Storm Spirit is going to have to be actively looking for pickoffs on other people, but everyone else from Mineski is going together. Speaking of going together, double
he's surged up.
He's going to drop a sentry down, but he gets trapped in the creep wave. That
So
could have been an awesome initiation, but Creeps is saying no.
That looked also so cool. Hasted Shadow Demon he's walking so funny. It's just pretty silly, and then getting 4 stuff up. If you're 4 stuff, you're like in the stun animation, and it just like, yeah, look cool. Well, Disruption not getting off, which is kind of a shame, but still good stuff coming at there, and well, Miracle knows what's up. Also, one thing to note, of course, if First Departure mounts a gank with only the Storm Spirit, they can always just go and Wisp TP in. So that's a possibility. Lobby is always staying with Miracle, which is like the way you play the Wisp, but this means he's only level 8. And he's, I don't know, like all other supports are level 8 as well. Yeah, I get it, and Offlane Clockwork is also level 8. But look at Invoker, he's level 17.
Yeah, Jay is just becoming scary, and I hope he picks up an Argonim Scepter next, honestly. I mean, he's got a Blink, he's got a 4-staff. In fact, Arrow going out, not land on anyone. But I mean, he's got his mobility items, so Argonim Scepter would be really fun to see. Boots of Travel is probably going to come first, just for that extra mobility. Because he's obviously just going for max mobility. I suppose Yule Scepter also could work, but come on, Argonim Scepter, just cast every single spell.
Yeah, well, also checking the BKBs. Well, there's one on the DK, and everyone else doesn't have any, so... Well, it's gonna be great if he ever gets the eggs up, and... Oh, Chibi, you're in a lot of trouble. Now he goes in, Blink Dagger's in, Hex is up, wow!
Oh my god!
Drops the hammer pretty much here. Insane, and now actually Tier 3 taking a lot of damage as well, but well, on the top lane Tier 3 also taking a lot of damage from the Miracle Party, and only O is actually TPing back. He's trying to defend it on his own. Now another TP going in, and this may very well be an overextension onto Miracle's part. No, he actually doesn't care.
Well, everyone just, all the TPs just got cancelled. Looks like they're going to try and go back in. Jesse Vash laying down the wall, but there's nobody really here. It's just Kai, so Kai probably going to be going down, arrow in his face, and that's going to be the death of Kai, going the way of Jesse Vash, but... Yeah, well, it looks like they're going back now. Where did they rotate from?
Interesting.
Where did Lobby TP from? Oh, up here. But,
oh.
Well, that was well done by Lobby, actually. Because all the TP scrolls got cancelled. Jesse Vash's TP got cancelled. I think Jules's got cancelled. Invoker didn't have one, so he's running all the way back. So, First Departure doing what they meant to do. Just making sure nobody from Mineski can actually defend this.
Oh, Chibi actually making a go here onto G. Oh, and we're gonna see, like, double team fights going the way, and OS actually dropping quite low. BKB now popped onto Miracle, so he's good to go, and he's just TPing out. Actually, the smart play here, and leaving Lobby to die. What is happening in the mid lane? It looks like, oh, Big Arrow not actually hitting anyone. Well, yeah, Lobby is just... Oh, now we see something. Chibi is onto Jesse Vash, he's got his Orchid right there. Big 4-stuff, just getting him out of harm's way, and Jules, looks like Jules wants to fight, which is interesting. He doesn't have his Desolator up. What the hell, Jules? Now he can leap in front... Oh, wow, what a nice strike, but just barely missing. So close right there, and, well, the Corks just helping Hana to not go into it. It would have been perfect. And now on the bottom lane, we see Jay. He's got a... Wow, this sentry ward from earlier, it's actually quite insane, and... still a few seconds left. Is he gonna take down? No, he is not. He's way too tanky right there. 100 and something HP, 300 HP now after the wand use, and he's gonna be fine. But they know he's somewhere. Looks like they're trying
There's so much mobility on Jay, he can just keep chasing, and Miracle
he knows.
Oh, that was bad news bears for Miracle. He will turn around trying to get the stun, but he isn't going anywhere. Creep's even working against him to slow him down.
Wow.
Jay not giving up. He knew that he didn't go in here to TP out because he couldn't see him, and so he just was like, must be farming. Classic Miracle to be farming.
Well, oh, my mic is dead. Alright, okay, thanks. Look, stream. Like, check this. It's showing it works. What the hell? Alright, I'm trying to fix it right now. Test. Well, it looks like it works. Cool.
Okay.
Volvo, please fix. Thanks.
Well, still free Roshan going the way now of Mineski. Probably going to see Aegis on Jules. I would assume, or Jay. Jay I think would be better. And Jay will be selling as one, so hey, there you go. Jay now. Terrifying. Even getting the last hit on that Roshan. So he's got his bits of travel up, so no more split pushing is going to bother him. In fact, I don't even think that Mineneck can really kill off Jay unless Jay makes a big mistake. If he TP's back to defend Mineneck and Lubby, I think Lubby's just going to die and then Mineneck is just going to run away or die too.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I mean, look at Jay. He's 27 minutes in. He's not exactly six slotted with like expensive items, but he's got a dagger, he's got a 4-stuff, he's got a Midas, he's got a scythe, he's got BOTs. What? And Aegis to boot? He's just so incredibly
oh my god, is he going in?
Wow, Lubby
he's
taking a lot of damage.
Lubby.
Is he dead?
Moonlight.
Oh, he's not dead yet. Wow,
Yeah,
so
Lubby's
close.
fine.
And Jay
Now Jay will
maybe?
just TP out.
Nice.
Playing so cheeky. And Boots of Travel picked up 2 onto Jesse Vash. I have to say I really like that. They know that Mineneck is going to split push, and the best answer for split pushing is, well, Boots of Travel. Chibi now just trying to go into Jules on the top lane, but Jules just sleep away.
Yeah, and everyone's just so freaking fast on the side of Mineski. I mean, they have Surge, they have Jules who can like leap and have so much speed up, face boots as well, and Yasha. And they've got an Invoker who is also super fast, and of course they have some 4-stuffs on the team as well, so just ultra high mobility against the Dragon Knight, and this is quite cool, I have to say. Checking net worth though, and of course gold. Wow, 15k gold lead. A bit more even, and around 20k experience lead, so it's looking kinda grim for first departure, but well, it's no biggie. I mean, they have 3 more games to just pretty much win. Or let's say 2. 2? 2, yeah.
2. This one and 2 more.
Exactly. Oh, now mid lane, getting pushed in. Alacrity onto Jules, helping out a bit. And well, G Edict is also pretty cool, I have to say. And now maybe Jesse Wash wants to do something on the bottom lane. It looks like he's cancelling stuff right away. Oh. And well, they have to TP back pretty soonish. Oh, here we go. Jay just blinking in, getting a double tornado off. He's whiffing the combo though onto Hana. It dies, just great 4-stuff. And oh, Jesse was still trying to do something here. He wants to cancel TPs or something. I don't know. Chibi's getting now initiated. Wow, big damage coming out. Godlike Street. And now Mr. Oh my god, he's just dropping right there. So, well, Enchantress pretty much dead right there. And Miracle's still
in
not
the
TPing
bot
back.
lane. Miracle's trying to get the tower down. I think they're going to go backdoor.
Oop, now they're going.
Raxes on the top lane if they can. I think that's going to be their aim. BKB is pop, but no, Lubby has no mana for relocate. In fact, he actually used the relocate then, so it looks like always going to be going down, but... Oh, is he? Yes, he is going to be going down, but now he's trying to TP out, and they've got the cold snap up. Miracle is going down. Tower on one hit, they should be good to deny it. Nope, Lubby now on the run, 2. But, oh, he made it out! Must be on like 10 health.
Oh, the Wisp
So the top
exploded.
racks
I
have
was
been-
like, yeah, so...
Yeah, I thought
he
he
would
died
be dead.
too. Oh, but that, you could see, I don't know if you were watching, but Miracle was like, backdoor the tower, because the top lane was pushed in, so there was no backdoor protection. They could have got the racks down, but I don't know what happened to the relocate. Did they cast the relocate to come back to the mid lane?
I'm not sure. I think they relocated to top lane, or what? I'm not sure.
Well, I think I feel like they flunked the relocate, like maybe he double tapped it on himself or something, and he just relocated nowhere. Because I don't know, I didn't see them relocate. I could have just been blind. That does happen.
Yeah, I actually just open up stream right now. Ah, it got cancelled. It got cancelled?
It got oh.
How can you
Okay.
cancel relocate? I'm such a noob. I don't know.
Yeah. I didn't know he cancelled it. I guess it's a target.
Yeah, I was just watching stream, and he indeed was all the time on the bot lane. Alright, cool. So well, that just happened.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's like a channeling spell, I think.
Yeah, but you can move while channeling. Alright.
I've never seen it happen before, though.
So this was what Daxia was doing there, so pretty cool stuff, I have to say. And well, if you're just gonna go and have one Darkseer cancelling relocate of 2 guys, you're gonna win the team fight no matter what. And oh, Chibi maybe in a bit of trouble. A big tornado actually finding him. Oh boy, and Jay now here as well. He's gonna be picked up. Great combo into his face. And bye bye Chibi. Beyond Godlike Streak coming out for Jay. Oh, meanwhile top lane. Oh, Hana's actually getting just killed right there from the Edict from G, as well as, of course, Jules. Mirana ultimate now being deployed as well. Oh no, and Enchantress actually getting to take down. Yeah, great vacuum into the wall. They have an illusion of the Dragon Knight, so pretty much all the damage in the world going the way of Mineski, and oh, it's looking so grim for his departure right now. Also, I'm not dropping frame, sorry guys. It's Twitch. Oh wow, GG's call.
GG's just gonna get called
GG?
out.
Wow.
Well, GG well played to both teams, 26 to 6. Mineski just played this perfectly, and Jay especially. This is why Jay in Invoker is terrifying. 11 to 0 to 11. Crazy plays by him. But yeah, GG well played to both teams. Thank you, of course, to Raidcore for sponsoring this tournament. This is a best of 3, so score at the moment is 1 to Mineski, 2 to First Departure. So we've got 1, if not 2 more games coming up, and we'll see you guys there. Thanks for casting with me, Pimpmuckl.
You're welcome. So see you guys in a bit.